today. From St. Louis, Missouri, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's St. Louis taking on San Diego.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between our visitors and our home team. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you alongside... For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. To throw on second down, Matlock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Miller. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had a down pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Harris. And that is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Harris. Flush to his right. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So they bring out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Matlock. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Operating from the gun. Matlock. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harris. Hard throw. Incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So here is the home side to take over on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And here There's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. To throw on 3rd down, Matlock. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Baldwin now to return. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Harris. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Matlock throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Matlock. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off with great anticipation. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back to throw.
Matlock.
He finds Douglas complete.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
on as the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Harris. He finds his man. Complete. It's Rhodes. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Harris. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Harris. Over the middle, complete. It's Haynes. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Harris throwing on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rhodes. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harris. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. Haynes. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. To throw is Harris from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Matlock. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Matlock. Pressure comes and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's got his big wide receiver down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now Harris on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Harris now to throw on 3rd down. Wide open receiver, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Harris. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Matlock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And you can see the result there. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's Harris to throw on second down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Harris on third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Matlock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, it's Haynes. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 20. From the gun, Matlock. He finds his man, complete. That's Stump. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to throw. Matlock. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
A third and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun on 3rd down. Harris. He finds his man. Complete. That's Haynes. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Harris. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Matlock. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The home side once again ready to take over offensively.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing after the interception. Matlock throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Matlock. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on 1st down, Matlock.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
To throw is Harris from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now Harris looking to throw on 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Harris now to throw on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to throw. Matlock on the right side. This is Miller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Matlock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, Matlock. He finds his man, complete. That's Douglas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, Matlock caught by Wilson. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for second down. Looking to throw. Matlock. He finds his man, complete. It's Stump. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Matlock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards the pickup there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matlock. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Matlock. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They come up short here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down. So
not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Matlock. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way. And
they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores. Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win? Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Matlock firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. To throw on 2nd down, Matlock. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Matlock. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Matlock. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing on 1st down. Matlock over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Matlock. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Second down and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Operating from the gun. Harris. Over the middle, complete. It's Glover. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.